following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the adventure on Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo! It's Wednesday here on the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio. And what a show we have today. We're going to talk about Renfest, the Florida Renaissance Festival, the first stop on the Pipeman Radio Tour for 2026. And we're going to talk about Valentine's Day and Galentine's Day. I want to talk about that too. And, you know, because I have some things to say about that. And we're going to talk about, you know, online dating, you know, blah, 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 blah. And that's why I think about online dating at this point. But meanwhile, welcome the Pipe Nuts.
Hello.
I think for this show, because we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day, I do need to have the How to Have Sex on Your Birthday book. I think I'm going to have to write a new one that says how to have sex on Valentine's Day. And maybe we should talk about how to have sex on Valentine's Day. We'll get the male perspective. We'll get the female perspective here. And then we'll get Rebel's perspective.
Absolutely.
Did that one just fly right over your head?
No, not at all.
I tell you what, you should wear those glasses in real life because you look a lot better.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much, darling.
You have very beautiful eyes, not so much before. But that must be the swamps. I think also we need some of our props. The orgasm is still not working, so that's not going to be good. But if anybody says anything that's bullshit, we will know.
Nice.
And if anybody says anything boring, we'll need to use that a lot for Rebel.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So first of all, let me ask you guys, which do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, online dating, open source, or Renfest?
Let's do
Open source?
Renfest.
Oh,
Well,
Renfest.
Considering I'm doing press coverage at Renfest on Valentine's weekend and probably on Valentine's Day, okay, because I'm going to find my mate at the Renfest, somebody with some, pushed up bosoms as they do at the Renaissance Festival. But I think it's perfect because I'm going to a Renaissance Festival for Valentine's Day to try to find that soulmate on that day. And, it just ties everything together. And, some of those people, they travel the country, they live in tents. Some of them might have open source.
That's not actually a good thing.
I'm just kidding. All the Renfest people are cool. It's the people at, the Renaissance festivals in Louisiana that usually have open source.
Oh, it's always Louisiana, right? Just Louisiana.
I guess first, let's start with, I'm going to, like I always do, I'm just going to flip through this How to Have Sex in Your Birthday book and see what it comes to.
But it should be like a random game, right? Like people just throw the book and wherever it lands, that's what they get.
Well, here's what I got. And they have one for men and one for women. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
impotence on your birthday. Okay, let's see what it says. The chief cause of impotence among men on birthdays, as well as most other days, is tricky bro strops. I don't even know what that means. What's a strop? That's why. Okay. The top hook or two on these devilish devices have been designated to rehook themselves when they go into the lower catches. Who wrote this shit?
I don't know, but that kind of sounds dangerous.
This makes casual and romantic removed by a man impossible. The only way a man can possibly unhook a bro is to place the woman face down on a firm working surface and use both hands and full concentration. Who can blame the fellow for losing interest by this point? The cure for male impotence is simply to have the woman remove the bro by herself. It's not
okay. Are we talking about a separate individual? Because by listening to that, it sounds like another man's involved.
It's just being funny.
No.
Bro is really bra. Come on, like there it is.
I got that.
Well, the Louisiana education again. I
mind.
it never fails us. Okay?
I would say that the manly thing to do if you cannot work a bra is just do some knife play in the bedroom. Just cut it off. Buy her a new one.
And any female can easily accomplish this with one hand, which is why they're all becoming lesbians. Because, listen, it gets frustrating for the woman that you can't get her freaking bra undone. But to our defense, I mean, many bras are different hookings, and we don't wear them every day, so we don't know. Juan, do you remember that first time you tried to unhook a girl's bra? Was that the most demoralizing thing ever?
Listen, she was wearing one that hooks on the front. How was I supposed to know that?
Exactly. When you're that young and you're searching, you're in the back and there's no hook, and it's like, what the fuck do I do now?
I did so much research just to encounter something that I had never seen before.
Oh my God, man. You know what? What about sports bras? Do they have a hook?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now what you do? Okay, you check the back, you check the front, and there's nothing. And then you just have to have this blank face, okay, and then she just pulls it off herself.
I mean, if she's wearing a sports bra, I mean, are they big enough for you to want to take it off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they could be.
They have big sports bras. I mean, they go up to size.
Look, Rebel knows she wears a sports bra.
I do not.
All I'm saying is that the people that I know with big boobs do not wear sport bras. They are not comfortable enough to wear.
I imagine they wouldn't be. Just like I wouldn't want a sports bra on my pee-pee. It wouldn't be comfortable. I pressing up against it all the time and squishing my testicles.
I think if you're a girl... Listen, if you're a girl and they're not big enough for a regular bra, just don't wear a bra. It's sexier that way.
Exactly. Listen, back in olden times, they didn't even wear a shirt, much less a bra. I want to go back to that. Just let women walk around shirtless and make the men have to always wear shirts. Make a law that men always have to wear shirts and women just walk around with no shirt on. I think that's what we should. I bet you a lot of feminists would be all over that. Okay. That's like their dream right there. Now, here's what's funny. This book does have pictures. I don't know if I can show them on the show, but no. Seriously, this picture has some female in a mask, like a welding type mask, and it looks like she's playing Operation on the dude. The game Operation.
Doesn't look like that would be a good thing to play in the bedroom.
So I was right about the knife play.
Except he's using bones to try to get stuff out of, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, it's worse than gerbils. That's all I can say.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so impotence on your birthday. Women, it's one sentence.
Wow.
No one knows the cause of impotence in women. By the way, I have my published book, Who Said Life Doesn't Come with an Owner's Manual, but you don't know about my other book. I don't think Juan does. Rebel does. It's everything men know about women. And it's 200 pages and they're all blank.
Oh my.
I keep trying to fill it in, but then every time I think I have it figured out, they throw another wrench in the cog.
And you know what the funny thing is? I'm pretty sure there's been women in the past who bought the book trying to figure out what it says, and they've been putting it under like UV lights, trying to put it under a candle, doing all kinds of crazy things just to see what we are talking about.
No, that's the book that women summon when they go to the bathroom together, and men have to do that to try to figure it out.
Oh, I forgot because I had this stupid hoodie on because we're still experiencing, less than ideal conditions in the studio. Not now, but early. I was here at like 8:30 this morning and it was cold in here. Okay. But I just want to show, this is a continuation of Monday. I wanted to show my solidarity with Puerto Rico. And so I'm wearing my Nicaragua shirt.
So you're wearing your Nicaragua shirt in solidarity of Puerto Rico?
I love this thing on my computer. Like I sat down and it made me like I was in a kid's chair and it's like, oh shoot, he's not centered in the picture. Let me bring him up. And I just like float up like a ghost. It's great. Okay. So what was your question, Juan? I was too busy fascinated by me moving up the screen.
You're wearing a shirt from Nicaragua in solidarity of Puerto
Rico. Yeah. See. So, okay. It was funny last night too. Like I talked to my brother about doing Taco Tuesday. He didn't want to go where I wanted to go. So I picked another place to go. Picked another place to go that has like real Mexican food. And it's right around the street and corner from the studio. Like I could walk there. And so we went there for Taco Tuesday. And I just decided I was going to make them uncomfortable. And I spoke in Spanish the whole time to the servers and everybody at work there. So that was fun, especially when I was saying, what a prick this dude is, huh?
Oh, wow.
But seriously, though, okay, in my defense about wearing the Nicaragua shirt, it's because of all those idiots out there that don't realize Puerto Rico is part of the United States. They think it's just another country like Nicaragua. And so they were very offended by Bad Bunny, how un-American. I'm still seeing it. What the fuck is with you people? It's the Super Bowl. Turn the shit off if you don't want to watch it. But here we are days later, and everybody's still arguing about this Bad Bunny stuff. It was a 15-minute performance
13.
On a game. Exactly.
It was supposed to be half an hour, but they made it 13.
Well, and see, so even less. So, like, I don't get you people. And, like, they're so stupid because, first of all, like, I've seen so many postings of how un-American it was to have somebody from Puerto Rico do it. Hey, fuckheads, go get an education, not a Louisiana one either. Okay, it is part of the United States. Okay. Second of all, I love the argument I'm getting into with people how North America and South America and Central America are not America. Hey, morons, they have America in the name. Okay. Number two, it's the United States of America.
Most people don't know this, but Mexico is not just Mexico. Mexico is the United States of Mexico.
Is that true?
Yeah. It's not just Mexico.
See? That's, oh my God, people are idiots. Okay. They don't even know how many countries are in North America, much less all of the Americas. But if you ask the average person out there that is upset about Bad Bunny playing the Super Bowl, how many countries are in North America? They will say 3. And you guys are morons. Because Central America is part of North America. Morons. It's not its own continent. Morons. I just have to keep saying morons.
Yeah.
You just like saying it.
Because they are. I mean, it's stupid.
And the thing is, like, people are focusing on all the wrong things, right? Like, for me, I thought it was bad because it was kind of boring. Not enough time, not enough song, not enough dancing. Some people are saying, like, and I've heard a lot of different things from the political view to, it wasn't the right songs for the Super Bowl because it's a family event. So they should have played more family friendly songs for the kids.
Do you mean when, like, Janet Jackson showed a nipple? Or one of the hip hop artists that was using the F word 10 million times?Maybe that's more family oriented. I don't know.
Yeah, and the
Depends
thing
on
is,
what
like,
your family's like.
And the
at
thing
least
is, like,
Lady Gaga didn't. Oh, at least Lady Gaga didn't wear a meat suit this year. But go on.
I know she looked normal.
I know, right? She looked really good, man. I wanted to bang her. But anyway, what were you gonna say, Juan?
What I was gonna say is, like, in previous years, there's been. It doesn't matter what genre of music played in the Super Bowl. The dancers were wearing like bikinis and, like, very revealing clothing, whereas we didn't have much of that on this one. But because it was Bad Bunny and because of all the political nonsense that came behind having him play in the Super Bowl, people just saw it as a bad thing, and everything about it was bad.
Yeah, and the thing is, okay, the big one that I love, okay, you're gonna love this one, is everybody's huge complaint that it was un-American because it was in Spanish. Okay. Do people even realize how many languages are spoken in the Americas? Like, there are, I think there's like hundreds. There are definitely a lot. I saw it yesterday, but I can't remember what it is, but there are a lot. But the bottom line is, what's even worse, Juan, is that people are doing postings on Facebook saying, here's the translation of the song he was singing. And they just made up these fucking words to make it sound like he was being racist.
By the
like,
way,
literally,
this is not a family-friendly show because of the language and us.
Don't
just
you
saying.
fucking say that.
And the thing is, like, the thing is about the Super Bowl, right? This is NFL entertainment is for adults, not for kids.
Yeah.
So if you want to expose your kids to that, okay, that's on you. That's your parenting right. But if you don't want to expose them to that, change the channel or have them do another activity. Like, they don't have to be exposed to that.
I mean, what do they do when the newscasters are interviewing the players in their underwear in the dressing room? Is that for kids too?
Not really.
That is for kids. Yeah. But the Spanish part, it wasn't.
Well, what I love too is, like, these kind of things like this, like, if it's on YouTube, you have to decide whether it's made for kids or not made for kids. And the way they word it, it is kind of confusing because we've had show hosts that, like, check off made for kids because their interpretation is that because that it's okay for kids.
Like PG-13 content.
Right. Okay. And then you have, okay, I gotta laugh at some of the show hosts we have that checked off explicit content. That's not explicit content. Like,
I'm explicit content.
We'll let you handle this one because it's your host that usually that happens with. So let's hear it.
They are not explicit content. I do not understand. If they ever listen to any of my shows, then they know this is explicit content.
Tell us what they think is explicit. Okay, tell us what they think is because I've had a couple of them explain to me why they thought it was explicit.
They've never really explained it to me. They just said it's explicit content. I explained what explicit content is, and they're like, "Oh no, just keep it explicit content." I think they think it gets you more attention if you have explicit content.
Maybe
No,
it might
they
turn
think
people.
it'll get it. They think it'll get them out of trouble if they say the wrong thing. Because sometimes if you say certain things, they block you.
You know what?
Like
I just noticed something. That my virtual background is, I didn't change it. It was the same one that I had for my interview before the show with this great band. So you're going to have to check out the interview because it'll Juan's finding this out now, but It's in the folder one, and we're going to use that for tomorrow's show. So you're
Okay.
definitely going to want to see that. But thank God I had the wrong background because it reminded me to say that, to be
Valentine's
honest.
Day.
And,
It
and
fit.
so this is an interview with a Welsh metalcore band called Bless Your Dead. And you're going to want to tune in because they actually were a different band and they changed their name recently. So you might want to find out who that band is. Kind of like Black Sabbath originally was Earth, and then they became Black Sabbath. So tune in tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, W4CY Radio, W4CY.com, to check out the interview with Bless Your Dead. I blessed that you were dead. Never mind, I'll take that back, Rebel. I was going to say Rebel, but I take it back. I don't want to wish that on you.
Okay.
I don't believe in that bad universe juju stuff. And I don't mean juju like anti-Jew stuff, okay? Because I'm sick of that shit too, you idiots. Like you idiots that are anti-Jew because you're pro-Hamas. You're idiots. Just saying. There's a bunch of morons out there today in the world. And that's what I have to say. So now let's talk more about the Renaissance Festival, Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, and our open source online dating. So, first of all, the Renaissance Festival. I love the Renaissance Festival. I've been going to Renaissance Festival every year since 1980. I used to, a teenager, I used to work it in California. And I just loved the Renaissance Festival. And Florida has one of the best ones. As I've been to ones all over the country, Florida has one of the best ones for sure. And this weekend, I picked specifically because I'm doing coverage. I picked the weekend that I wanted because they have themed weekends. Rebel, while I'm talking about this, why don't you look up renfest.com and you could read off to everybody what all the other themed weekends are, including last weekend, which is the first weekend. Let's see how good that Louisiana education kicks in now.
Yeah.
But this weekend, it's called Cupid's Lullaby, pulling at the harpstrings. Isn't that cute? Not heartstrings, but harp strings. So this weekend, February 14th and 15th, get there early so you can see the king and queen arrive and their whole court, and then stay there till the very end, which is sundown. So because that's the best part of Renfest is the end of the day, because you have all the musical artists that were everywhere. They're all out in the center court dancing, singing, playing their music, and it's a lot of fun. And then the majestic court comes through to bid us all farewell for the day. And I purposely picked this weekend because I seriously did purposely pick this weekend because I'm like, if I don't have a date by Valentine's Day, that's the place I'm going to look for a Valentine date, at Renfest, right here in South Florida, Pompano Beach, at Quiet Waters Park. Is it Quiet Waters Park? I'm pretty sure it's Quiet Waters Park. Anyway, Rebel, are you ready with your part?
Nope.
Oh my God. Juan, can you do it for me? Because she doesn't
When
know
you
how to
pull up
search
the
the
Renaissance
internet.
Festival, GoDaddy tells you it's not a
I didn't say that. I
name.
said Renfest.
Right. When you
So
put it
I
in
went
there, it says GoDaddy is not a
yeah,
a thing.
because you should have done a Google search because it's Ren hyphen fest. Not
I'm already there.
I know. Like have a brain again, that Louisiana education. So now of course, she'll take 5 days to figure out where the themed weekends are. So I'm gonna go over that. Okay, weekend one last weekend was Game Masters Unite. Rebel, what do you think that means?
Game Masters?
Yes.
I would guess Renaissance games. Back in the day, they played
Okay, never mind.
things.
It's about Dungeons and Dragons, dingbat. Okay, next. What do you think this weekend's about?
Cupid's Lullaby. Let's see.
Oh my God, the picture they got for her is hot. There's this chick. She's hot. She's got red leggings, red. I don't know if it's a short squirts or whatever, but her upper half. I won't even call it a shirt. It's almost like a combination bathing suit blouse is in the shape of a heart. So it's kind of cool. I hope I see her there. Weekend 3.
Find her.
Weekend 3 is a Vikings
Viking.
Valor. Ooh, I love Viking weekend.
Viking.
Weekend
Nice.
4 is Sirens and Shipwrecks. Party till the end of the plank. I want to send Rebel off the plank for sure. Weekend 5, His Majesty's Marketplace. Haggle if you dare. So basically, weekend 5 is just so you could spend a crap load of money on stuff you probably won't have next year. Actually, I do have my stuff. I have stuff I love buying stuff at the Renaissance Festival. I'm somebody like I don't own guns, so I like weird weapons. Like I have a finger thing. It goes on my finger, and that blade is sharp. I've cut myself just putting it on before. And it has
Where
like
does
a
the
real
finger go?
in their throat. Like it gives a whole nother meaning to a throat punch. It's got that thing, but I know where you're
So
going with that.
basically,
I
you're
know where
saying
you're going with that.
you're
Juan.
saying that in case of self-defense, you're gonna finger their throat.
Yep, I'm gonna finger their throat, and then I have this knife that is like a dagger thing. That one's pretty cool too. So go buy some cool stuff. You know what I've wanted to get, but it's so expensive. It is what I forgot what they're called, where it has the ball with the spikes on it on the chain on the stick. I want to use that on a few people. I'm just saying.
Wow.
So
The images that come to mind.
that's what it's all about. So weekend 6 is Clover the Rainbow, a gathering of green. What do you think that means, Rebel?
St. Patrick's Day must be that weekend.
Oh my God, she answered something correct. I think I'm gonna faint. Very good. Weekend 7, Rise of the Cog Keepers, Tinkering in Time. What do you think that is, Rebel?
Steampunk.
Yes.
Sort of. Yeah, I would guess.
Weekend 8, Fantastical Fables, A World Beyond the Page. I think that's the one that should be on Valentine's weekend, because that means there's going to be a lot of fairies that look really hot at the festival. Just saying. Okay. So that is Renfest. Pipeman will be there to report on all the shenanigans going on. I'm very bummed they don't have the mud show anymore, though. But I love the washing well wenches. They're my favorite.
By the way, the weapon that you were looking for is called a flail.
I think that you're looking on a fetish site. Okay, that's a whole different. That's a whole different thing.
It's actually called a flail. It's like a wooden handle with a chain, and at the end of the chain is like a ball with spikes.
Yeah. I mean, that would mess some people up, man. Can you imagine that? See, that's much more fun than a gun. Just take one of those things and swing it upside some idiot's head that thinks that Puerto Rico is another country. Oh, wait, I didn't say that. That's just a joke. Okay, I didn't mean that. It's just a joke. Sorry. Okay, there will be none of that today.
We'll call it trivia night.
So let me read what for the final thing for Renfest. I do want to read here what it says. This Valentine's weekend, Cupid has set aside his golden bow and taken up a harp of moonlight and rosewood. With every delicate pluck, he weaves a melody that drifts through the kingdom and by the sea, an enchantment that stirs even the most guarded hearts. The air hums with warmth and wonder as laughter mingles with the scent of sugared confections and blooming petals. Stroll hand in hand beneath garlands of crimson silk, where whispers of love linger like candlelight upon the tide. Whether you seek to charm a new flame or bask in the joy of your own company, the music will find you, soft, tender, and true. Here, passion is not merely felt, but lived, and every heartbeat joins the chorus of Cupid's eternal song. That's the first time I read it, and I think it moved.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's not the real story of how Valentine's Day got started.
No, that's Renfest Valentine's Day. I'm very excited after reading that. I want to find my new flame, not a flamer, but my new flame. Let me just be clear and specific on my requests, okay?
The girl promoted is not up for grabs, right?
The girl who?
That they promoted for that one, the one in the red stockings.
Everybody's up for grabs, Juan. That's what you learn in life, okay?
Will she be there though?
Like, just think of it. Our fearless leader grabs him by the punta. I'll say that because none of his people will understand what I just said, because they're all complaining that they couldn't understand what Bad Bunny was saying. But seriously, the translations that they came up with, like, well, what drugs are these people on? Because I don't want any of them. It makes them stupid, mean, and idiots. And more.
Because they wanted it to have a negative connotation to the entire thing, so they just translated it in not the right way.
Yeah,
and people are believing the translation that these people are giving.
That's what's so stupid.
And the thing is, like, and I find it funny, like, there's been a lot of AI videos of like him twerking at the Super Bowl, and it's like, in case you missed it, here's what happened, and then it's like Bad Bunny twerking or wearing a dress or kissing another man. And it's like, well, that didn't happen.
I know, people are so stupid. AI makes it even worse, because I can't tell you how many people share AI shit.
And what makes it funny is you don't know if these people are being sarcastic or serious.
I know, totally. Like, let's put it this way, if you think it's a problem to speak Spanish, you ain't my Valentine, because I like the freaking Latinos, man. I don't even if I don't understand what she's saying, it's hot.
Yeah, you like them toxic, right?
Well, not only that, but that's why they call it the romance languages. Because it's like, listen, Juan, when a Latina starts cursing you out, it's kind of hot. Like,
but here's the thing, though, because I think it's hotter for the people who don't understand what they're saying.
That's my point.
For me, it's like,
it's
cute because
you.
it's usually like 4'11" yelling at you, and I'm like, all right, that's cute. But when you understand what they're saying, it's not as sexy as when people don't understand
because it's like if somebody speaking English says it to you, like, you're gonna get insulted, like when they're insulting you, but when they're cursing, I think French people are the best, man. They start talking, no matter what they say, it sounds like they want to bang you. You know,
it's like they could be saying the worst thing in the world to you, and you're like, "Can you say that again?"
I know, right? Oh my God! But I really do. I don't know if this says something to me, but my favorite part about Latinos is when they punch you, but it's like a love tap, but they don't just tap you. They wail on you, like,
but you actually, like, you know how, like, when you punch something, it gives you that thump. When they do it, it squeaks.
Yeah. And that's not the only thing that's squeaking, I'll tell you that. Speaking of squeaking, okay, even though I'm looking for my Valentine at Renfest, some other people are probably I'm so sick of online dating. Like, we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'll probably have a whole show about that. The show kind of morphed because it was originally going to be mostly just about the online dating and the dating site I'm about to talk about. And I started to type the title last night at like 2 a.m. And then I woke up this morning at like 4 and I was like, oh, I didn't finish. And I didn't even finish the title, much less the description. And, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, I better finish now. I'm like thinking to myself, Juan and Rebel probably think there isn't a show today. Well, when they wake up, are they going to be wrong? So anyway, there are others that might want to try a last ditch dating website because they're so fed up with these websites. These websites are ridiculous. It doesn't matter which one you're on, it's all the same thing. Okay. I'll just give some of my experiences as a male, and females get the same ones too,
Yep.
similar ones. One ad recently was somebody that I thought truly was a good match in almost every way. And then she was like, we need to get together and meet. And I'm great. Okay, great. When would you like to meet? And do you want to trade numbers? And that's when she disappeared. Like
Yep.
people just disappear. Okay.
You know what
I didn't like it
happened?
on that.
She realized she actually knew you because you were in her phone previously.
Maybe. We didn't trade numbers yet, though. No, those are the people that will come. Like, do you know how many people, over the holidays and the new year that are exes of mine reached out to me? Like one that I haven't heard from in like 10 years. And it's like, that is the time of year. Women bitch about that too. It's the time of year. Like, okay, let me reach out to every ex I ever had and see who I can not be alone on the holidays with. And Valentine's Day, same thing. I am going to get a text message on Valentine's Day saying happy anniversary from thing one. I can guarantee it. I get it every year because that was our wedding anniversary. What an idiot I was. Like,
Wow. Valentine's Day?
Yeah, don't pick Valentine's Day.
Don't pick any holidays or birthdays.
I know it's terrible. It's terrible. But okay. So then you have some of the other things are, of course, men have to deal with is wondering if this is really a female or if it's guy pretending to be a female so he can beat the piss out of you or rob you. Because that goes on in Colombia a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
When American tourist men go on Tinder in Colombia, they set you up, you go to a hotel room and it's guys and they kill you and rob you.
Oh my
So
God.
here's what I've experienced, and this is like
That's
what I've noticed.
Die for.
This is what I've noticed about these apps, and they pretty much all have the same type of coding, where females get all the guys like sending messages to them, and men get all the scammers sending messages to them.
I have figured out how to know right off the bat if they're like some gold digger scammer. And there is a difference between a gold digger and a gold digger scammer. Okay. I've figured out that the scammers, I don't even know why this is a thing, but when you pick certain things on your profile and they're all sober curious. Tell me what sober curious is.
Curious about how it is
I'm
to be
a
sober.
drunk. I'm curious what it would be like to be sober.
Yes.
So that is to tell. That is to tell. Because listen, nobody would actually put that. They would either put I drink or I don't drink. Not sober curious, except a foreigner. Because usually these scammers are foreigners and they don't really speak English or using Google Translate, but there's always something lost in the translation. So that's another telltale sign when they're texting you and you can tell that they're using Google Translate because what they're saying makes just no sense whatsoever. The other thing is when their miles are like within 10 miles of you, but that's not where they are. And they even tell you that's not where they are. They
So
even tell you.
it'll say like 10 miles away, but they have the travel thing on. Which is like a dead giveaway of like, no, they're not 10 miles
But
away
even
from
when
you.
they don't have the travel mode, they have figured a way. Like I could do it too. You know how I could do it? I could pretend I'm in Louisiana. I could log into my online dating site on Rebel's computer through remote PC, and people think I'm in Louisiana. So a lot of these scammers will do that. They'll have computers set up elsewhere, and they're just remoting in.
So the thing is like most scammers are not tech savvy. So they try to like figure out a way that doesn't really work. Whereas someone like me, I can literally like ping my IP address from another place and the app will think I'm actually in that place.
Exactly.
There is no way for you to know whether I'm there or not.
Exactly.
So most of these people, like they're just trying to scam you. They're not, IT people. They're not anything else other than scammers. And I had this one person, which I I'm pretty sure they were a scammer because, the conversation went great. We agreed to meet up, but she said, before we meet up, can you please send me a picture of your license? To which I said, no.
No.
She said, well, I need to
Mm.
verify that you're real. I was like, well, that's what meeting in person does.
I'll tell you the
Do not
number
ever give out your
one.
license.
I'll tell you the number one tell. Can anybody guess what the number one tell is? That's a scammer.
They ask you for money before you meet.
Nope. When they want to exchange, and when right away, they'll do it right away too. They're like, "Here, call
They
me
get
on
off the app.
WhatsApp." But
Or
it'll
Telegram. They'll
always
do
be
Telegram.
yeah, it's that too. But most of the time, it is WhatsApp, and then I know immediately if I'm in the States. Like, no way to know when you're somewhere else because you're going to use WhatsApp. But immediately, and like, I have gotten a lot lately of Colombians and Brazilians. Like, they're there. They say they're there.
Well, they are the hottest.
Oh,
But the
Oh
thing
my
is,
God.
these people and most people don't really realize how they manipulate the conversation because they say like, oh, let's talk on WhatsApp, but they never give you their WhatsApp. They want your WhatsApp
yeah, totally.
because
totally.
if they give you their number, it'll have some plus 82 plus 91 or whatever country code they have.
Oh my God. So, like, it is. I'm so sick of it. And here's another thing too. Okay. Women keep telling guys to not be lazy. Hold on. I have to answer this. It's very important. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Well, that's fun. So, how many dating apps are you on, Juan?
None. I'm in a relationship. What do you mean?
Yeah. Okay. See, I'm in multiple relationships, but I'm not on any dating sites. I mean, that's just a no for me. I don't.
Well, what relationship
to the
are you with? Captain
That's another
Cupid,
thing. I'm glad
Jack
you brought
Daniels?
that up.
What?
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because here's what I found on online dating sites. It's basically a bunch of them are owned by the same company. So when you sign up for one, you're on all of them.
Yep.
And yes, you do try different ones because they all have different ways about them or whatever, but the end result is still the same. Okay.
Mhm.
Because I mean, like, I could tell you so many other stories. We don't even have enough time. We'll have to do another show where there's so many more stories. Okay.
The
Here's a
after
good
effect
story.
of Valentine's Day.
Here,
Yeah,
here
we'll,
goes.
we'll just name it like horror dating stories.
I know, right? Well, listen, I can tell you that, there's a lot more women on Tinder that are looking for hookups than guys.
Yep.
There's many women on Tinder that are married, and they'll
Yep.
tell you they're married. They don't care. And there's a lot of that say open relationship, but probably aren't. They just
Well,
say that.
it's open to them.
Right, exactly. But not that people don't have open relationships. It's just they're lying.
Yep.
And then this is a good one. You'll love this one. I know a female friend of mine. She goes on to online dating because 7 days a week she gets 3 free meals a day. And they're much better meals than getting the 3 squares in prison. Which reminds me, Valentine's Day is coming up. So we do need to talk. You notice how like I moved over to get the book, and so did the camera move me over and move me right back into place. Like the camera is controlling me. But who moved my soup? My soap, not soup. Who moved my soap? And so who moved my cheese? But the bottom line is, listen, this I'm going to rename this. It's the CEO's guide to Valentine's Day in prison. Because listen, soap is an integral part of Valentine's Day in prison. Okay.
How so?
You gotta keep
You
it
don't
clean.
know? You don't know? You don't know the line, don't drop the soap?
I know, don't drop the soap, but how
Well,
is it
there you go.
integral?
Do I need to paint it for you? You drop the soap, you're bent over, and somebody gives you a surprise. That's it. A Tootsie Roll surprise.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how they do Valentine's Day in prison.
Oh, they also have like fake, they make up fake vaginas. Did you know that, Rebel? Do you know how to make a fake vagina?
No.
It is a great thing because then you don't have to put up with any woman's bullshit at all. You can like nothing. But you know those rubber gloves that you use, like medical people use, like the blue gloves?
Yeah.
Those can be converted into a vagina.
They're not supposed to have that kind of stuff. Wouldn't that be contraband?
Not if you're working a job that requires it, like plumber or something like that.
What kind of plumber is in a prison?
You think there's not plumbing in prison? Do you realize that the whole prison
Inmates
system
don't do
is
it.
based on, yeah, they do. Look it up, Rebel. Inmates do all the jobs so the prison doesn't have to pay for anything. Well, they pay like 12 to 40 cents an hour, but no. It's also part of the rehabilitation. You could get a job as a plumber, as an electrician, and you learn these trades in prison. A lot of times the prisoners pick those jobs so they can figure out how to escape, though. Just saying. Like, because
contraband much?
Well, because you have access to places you wouldn't normally have access to. Okay? You know.
That's a scary thought.
And you can clean your pipes while you're cleaning their pipes at the same time.
Oh.
All right. And we did have some comments here that we probably missed.
Oh, let's bring them up. Whoa, there's a whole crap of comments. What the hell?
So the first one says, Pipeman's birth certificate is an apology note from the condom factory.
You're damn straight. Okay.
And he did say, just kidding, all love.
No, no, you're right on point. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. Listen, when I was born, this is actually a true story. When I was born, my mother almost died. I almost died because she lied on the marriage certificate with my father, and she was older than she said she was, and at that time too old to have a baby. But anyway, when she came out of the coma and they brought me into her, and she found out I was a boy, she's like, "Get that out of here. I was supposed to have a girl. I don't want that." That's not even an exaggeration either.
Oh my goodness.
Well, because she hated men, and God smote her and gave her 2 boys and no girls. That's why she loved dogs so much. That's another peeve of mine too. Jesus Christ. She used to say, "Thank God for my daughters, because they're the only ones that help me." Your daughters aren't wiping your ass, bitch. Okay, but anyway.
Wow.
Oh my God. So anyway.
Their fur.
And you wonder.
That escalated quickly.
I know. Where the hell did that go, Valentine's Day? Well, that just brings me to my last point, because she probably would have joined this site. But I prefer this new online dating site because at least people are being honest. You know, sometimes you wake up one day and there's, you know, a bump on your vajayjay, a bump on your PP. You think it's just razor burn because we shave these days, but it's because you slept with somebody with an open sore and didn't know it because they're not going to tell you on Tinder. But on this site, they will tell you. Let's show them what they're talking about, Juan.
If you're one of the many frustrated singles who suffer from online dating fatigue, you might just be in luck. A new last resort dating website launched this week that caters to fed-up men and women who simply want to meet eligible singles with unbroken skin or open sores similar to their own. It's called Last Shot, and Onion reporters spoke with its founder about starting the site.
Well, online dating is exhausting. And there's so many people out there that are at the end of their rope from all the dead ends, and they're worn down to the point that a last resort dating algorithm really makes sense. If you're one of those people who's just ready to throw your hands up in the air and start a life with someone who has unbroken lesion-free skin, or on the other hand, if you're open to someone who has boils and abscesses similar to your own, Last Shot is perfectly calibrated to your needs.
Boasting a user-friendly interface and affordable dues of $4.99 a month, Last Shot simply asks users to log in, then click yes or no if they have open sores. Within moments, they're connected with hundreds of eligible singles who have comparable skin conditions. Reviews have been overwhelmingly positive.
I'm at a place in my life where I'm ready to say, fine. You have unbroken skin, I have unbroken skin, let's see where this goes. I was so sick of all the profiles, the constant self-branding. I met this really amazing guy on it the other day. Both have unbroken skin, boom. I know this sounds corny, but when I walked into that restaurant and I saw him just sitting there, not bleeding, not seeping, I thought to myself, thank you.
Arcuri hopes to one day introduce an upgraded membership experience, which would allow exasperated singles to filter for specific skin conditions.
We have big plans for the site. We're thinking of adding a filter for gender. But so far, customers have been happy to simply be paired with someone who does or does not have sores. That's how I met my wife. Incredible woman. A lot of sores.
Okay, I saw Rebel was dying through that whole video, man.
I know she was really turned on by the source.
So Rebel, tell me what went through your mind while watching that.
Those billboards in Florida.
There you go. See, we had more that you missed. Okay, so Chase said how to use and manipulate men. It can only be summoned by two women in the bathroom.
That's the book that no one knows about. It doesn't exist.
Well, he also said,
yeah. First rule in the book: deny the existence of the book. That's brilliant. It's brilliant. And okay, so we do have to end the show, but I just want to do a wrap on that dating site. $3.99. That is a bargain. That's why I switched to it, because Tinder and all them, they charge a lot of money. At least you can choose somebody without open sores. Like, it's not just for people with open sores. It's a very diversified, welcoming dating app. And listen, I think they're going to add a filter for if they're in the KKK too, because that wouldn't you love that, Rebel in the KKK and open source, like, talk about
No!
It's like a fantasy come true for her.
Oh my God. So let's talk about also, okay, so we got that, but I think what better romantic gift than to get tickets to a music festival for your love. So go to Hell's Heroes. On Pipeman will be there on the Pipeman Radio Tour. Get your tickets. And we're also decided yesterday we're going to be Punk in the Park once again this year. There are 3 dates. Okay. I know I said we were going to do the lineup today. We'll do that next time because we don't have time today, but I can tell you it includes the Dead Kennedys, includes the Addicts. I'm very, very excited about Punk in the Park this year. And we buy tickets to Bourbon and Beyond, buy tickets to Aftershock, buy tickets to Louder Than Life, buy tickets to Welcome to Rockville, buy tickets to Sonic Temple, or win tickets to go to prison. Okay. I might even give your guide for prison, Who Moved My Soap. Okay. Go to Shawshank Prison, see the best tattoo and music festival there is in Mansfield, Ohio, in prison. Show them, Juan.
Incarceration, America's rock, metal, and tattoo festival returns this summer with Limp Bizkit, Disturbed, You Walk Out Like a Woman in Superman, Bad Omens, plus Gojira, Papa Roach, A Day to Remember, Motionless in White, Ice Nine Kills, Cypress Hill, The Used, and so many more. Incarceration at the Ohio State Reformatory, July 17th to 19th. Passes on sale now at incarceration.com.
So why do they, for a commercial for a music festival that's done in the prison, is the theme song, they do it for the nookie? That's why I want to know.
And there is a disclaimer with this commercial. You don't have to break the law, but you do have to enter to win.
There it is. I love it. And if you break the law, you might have a better chance of winning. Just saying. Not that I promote breaking the law, but I am.
No.
No, don't break the law. You'll end up like Rebel. Okay, so real quick, because we have to go. I just want to say we kind of missed your segment, Rebel. So we have to do it real quick. I am wearing white.
I am wearing white.
Because why?
Because today is National Wear White Shirt Day.
Well, it's National White Shirt Day.
So I didn't have to wear it. I could have just brought it.
I think somebody messed up. They wanted to make it National White Day, and they're like, no, you can't have a National White Day. So they just made it White Shirt Day. And listen, this is for all the people that are bummed out about Bad Bunny playing the Super Bowl. Today is Don't Cry Over Spilt Milk Day. So get a tall glass of shut the hell up. And, well, you go drink some sour milk with your bunny, Bad Bunny. That's all I got. Listen tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, to the Adventures of Pipeman, the Pipeman in the Pit segment, where we are going to have an interview with Bless the Dead. Love it. You're going to love it too. Their music is badass. And tune in every Wednesday for this, whatever this is, the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY.com, W4CY Radio. And Monday, tune in where we have the Positively Pipeman segment with Bill, the pet health guru, and Michael Barbarita, our business expert, where we're going to give you business advice and we're going to give you pet and human health advice. We have to go because I was way too late on this one. I got to figure this out. Thanks for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman right here on W4CY.com. Roll it, Juan.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.